Hello and welcome to this week's video. I'm going to be showing you basically something that in my opinion is one of the quickest, easiest, best ways to actually sell something online. And the good thing about this is that you can actually link this to PayPal. You can also link this to Google Checkout, and also if you're living in the US, in North America, then you can actually link it to a credit card system. But I just wanted to quickly show you how easy and simple it is to actually sign up and also to sell your first product. So this is Digital Delivery App. And Digital Delivery App is one of the easiest ways I've actually come across to quickly sell products online. And it also doesn't break the bank. So I'm on the website here. There's lots of stuff here. If you wanted to read this, it's at digitaldeliveryapp.com. But we're just going to go to the plans and pricing section here. And what you can actually see is that there are a multitude of plans that are available here. And you don't really need to do anything other than to start with the basic package. If you're selling some kind of online training, or if you're selling physical products, this will also support those too. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sign up for the basic plan. Now, the good thing about signing up for the basic plan is that you don't actually you're not actually required to pay anything if you do not sell anything in a particular month. This actually goes for all of the plans. If you are not actually selling anything in the month, then you don't have to pay this monthly fee no matter what plan you're actually on. So what you would normally do is you would click on sign up, you would fill out all your information, as well as select which payment system you want to use. You can actually also use this thing called Stripe here. It's a very easy way to actually link it to a US bank account so that you can actually take payments through that rather than just actually taking it through PayPal. But you're going to be setting this whole thing up. I actually do have an account, so I'm just going to log into that, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so what you'll actually see here is that there is a dashboard. So you sign up for your account and you're sent to the dashboard. You also have orders here that you've taken. You also have products and products that you've made, and any packages. So packages are multiple products that you've set up. And subscriptions, we don't really need to worry about that. That's a feature for a different crowd. So what I can do here is if I click on products and I click add new product, you see that you can actually send a digital product. You can do some software that's not going to be applicable for yourselves. Any files that you actually have, so if you have a PDF that is actually stored on a server, you can just throw the URL in here, and what it'll actually do is it will actually create a digital link that will expire after a certain amount of time. So the good thing about this is that you actually it actually avoids you giving the direct link out and people actually sharing that with their friends. So if you clicked on a self-hosted file, you can give that a name, you can give that a price, and also have the link applicable only to one URL. Tangible products, this is if you're selling things like physical products, so you can actually put in a limit, so you had like 50 to sell, and then set a price here. Or if you're going to be selling a service, this basically just takes the money. So you'd give it a name, you'd give it a price, and then they would be set up there. So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to set up a very quick and easy product, and I'm going to show you how this whole thing works. So I'm going to set up digital product. I'm going to call it test product, and let's see, what should we do here? if we go, and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to sell. I'm going to sell a video of Jacob here. So it's a actually no, we're not. We're going to sell a picture of my dad because it's Father's Day. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell this picture for $10. Okay. So I'm going to click create. Okay, that file has uploaded. Now, what it's actually done is it's actually brought us to a place where we can actually start to create some code. So what this code will do is you can actually embed this onto your site very easily. So you'll see here that there are certain Buy It Now buttons that are available in various different colors. There's also Pay Now. And we also have Add to Cart buttons. Now, Add to Cart buttons, actually, funnily enough, they actually sell a lot better than Buy Now buttons. People don't like to be sold to, so by actually saying Add to Cart, it actually, for some unknown reason, psychologically, it actually has more people actually want to purchase because it doesn't feel like they're actually buying anything. I know it sounds strange, but there is some science behind this. So here's your Add to Cart button. We also have View Cart buttons here. Okay, so what we're going to actually do here is I'm actually going to create an Add to Cart button. Okay, so I'm just going to log into the Everyday Ayurveda site. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a very quick page here. So if I just create a new page, so I'm going to go test purchase page. Okay. Now I'm now going to add an Add to Cart button for my particular product. So I'm going to click this here. And I'm going to right click and copy, and then I'm going to paste that in. So if I were actually to just publish this page and wait for that to load up, if we actually look at the page I've set up, I actually have an Add to Cart button. Now here is an important piece of information. If we read this, Add to Cart buttons display a shopping cart on your site that lets customers buy several items at once. Each page using the cart must use the following code in the HTML head section. Now, there's something to note here is that when you do actually add to cart, what it will actually do is it will allow people to continually stay on your site and continue shopping. So when I actually go down to the View Cart button, if I were to paste this button code actually on the site, let's say we just put that underneath here. We'll just update that. Wait for that to go through and we'll refresh. Now, in order for this View Cart button actually to work, we actually need to put this script code inside of a particular part of your site. If we put this beforehand on here, and we refresh this, now what you'll see is that nothing has actually changed. So, but the thing is, if I actually click Add to Cart, this dialog box can now actually show up. So I have this test product here, and I can actually just continue shopping. And it will take me back to the same page. If I want to actually view the cart at any time, I click the View Cart button, and it comes up. I can close that there. So what you actually need to do when if you want to just purchase have people purchase something outright, then that's fine. They can go to the instant buy section here. If you actually are creating a cart where you want people to be able to buy numerous things at once, then choose an add to cart button that you want, copy that over into the HTML section of your site, and then choose a view cart button that you want to have. So we'll go for the first one, and then copy that to where you want it to be on your site. So sometimes this is actually good being at the very top of the page and at the very bottom of the page. All you're doing is copying and pasting this over, and then whatever page you are actually selling your products on, you would actually come here and then you would paste that in the very beginning, so at the very beginning of your page. So here's the page so that we can actually have this dialog box show up. Here's the code for that. Here is the code for our add to cart button, which is here, and here is the code to actually bring our cart back up on the screen. Super simple, super straightforward, and then we actually have then a way to actually sell our products. Now that goes over that is actually selling our products. Now what we need to do is, before we can actually sell anything, we actually need to go to accounts and then click on payment gateways, because we actually do need a way to sell, to actually take payment. Now you'll see that there are different things here that you can sign up for. So we're actually just going to do, we actually just have PayPal. If you click this little, if we hover over this little dialog box here, we won't see anything. Doesn't look like it's showing up, but there are actually ways to set this up so that once you set up your very first payment gateway, they will actually give you information about how to get that set up with PayPal. You will have to go into your PayPal account and basically you just copy and paste a few different things over. Stripe, you can set up Stripe through here with the detailed instructions. Alert Pay, you would need to copy this information over into certain parts, and then with PayPal you just you add your email address, and then you would also when you set this up originally, you would actually also it would actually give you instructions on where to go to actually set your PayPal account up. If anyone actually wants to do this, that they want to set the shopping cart up and you're actually struggling with this, then let's jump on the Monday morning coaching calls, and I can go over how to get PayPal set up. I would go over it in the video. It can just be very complicated, and I don't want to confuse anyone, because I'm imagining that there may be a couple people who may be confused so far. So there are lots of different options here. I just wanted to give you a brief overview about how to create your first product, how to actually get this out there so that people can start to give you money, which will keep your business going and which will allow you to reach a larger audience through the online world. That's all I'm going to show you today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.